Hey guys, guess what? Look, I'm back in my community code. You guys should totally come to it because, it's fun. There's not much. Haven't really gotten to doing anything yet, so, um, basically, new challenge. I just want me to, tell everybody, hey, here's some stuff to do or not do, I guess. Okay, so, basically, here's some things I want everybody to know for when playing. Okay, so first tip, whenever playing in a community code, never ask for staff, okay? Unless literally they say that, hey, if you ask for staff, you can have it. Don't ask for it, okay? Nobody likes it, they're just gonna get mad at you, okay? Either that or just ignore you or tell you to shut up, okay? Don't ask for it. Second tip, don't give out free staff to people, okay? Unless I've done something, don't give out free staff to people, okay? Yes, there are some people who have, done some stuff here, either that or they're just my friends, right? But the thing is, just don't give out free staff to everybody, alright? It's not a good idea. Next good idea, I guess, don't waste your butt coins when trying to rename something because I thought I told him, but this is not going to be permanent. This is going to be moved. It's going to be moved over there or something, okay? It's not going to stay here. So my goofy friend decided to rename it. And now he's going to be pretty mad to realize that, hey, I had to change it. Okay, so third thing. Don't go asking people for items, okay? If you see that they have a bundle on, okay? Like, heck, a samurai bundle. Don't ask them to have a katana. They're probably not going to give it to you. Or from the newest bundle, hey, you might see people dropping it a lot, okay? But at the same time, another thing, I think it's number 4? No, number 5, yeah. Number 5, don't go wearing the new outfit, as soon as it comes out, okay? Or I get it, yeah, it's supposed to be all worn together, but at least try and get a little bit creative with it. I just hate having to see so many people running around all wearing a new bundle, okay? It depends, though, which bundle it is, because a lot of times it'll look good, either that, or it won't look good, okay? And, I'm fine with people wearing the bundle, but, I hate when it gets excessive. So be creative with your outfits. Make them original. Okay. Next thing, don't go reporting people because, oh hey, they hit you with a butt joe 5 times. It's not that bad, okay? If they're actively trying to come after you, just to make sure you don't have a good time, then yes, report them. But if all they're doing is a bit of trolling to just have fun and make a fun joke, then just let them be. Get them to stop. If they don't stop, then maybe you have a reason. But if you can get past them, just don't. Okay? Don't scream, hey, you're harassing me, I'm reporting you. You're just a Karen. Don't do it. Okay, next thing. If you're gonna create a community code, give it an original name. Just make it something new. Okay? Don't just name it only up 55 or something like that, or item up 77. Okay? Just don't do that. Maybe don't even put Skibbity 79. Okay? It's not an original code. Nobody's gonna play it, and it's not even a good name for it. Make something original, like this. Wham! It's original. Besides, it's short. It's 4 letters, and I mean, it's really easy to put in. And all the little Timmies can join it. Okay? Yes, I'm talking about making that profitable. Never mind. I'm not adding it. Make it easy to spell. Okay? You can get everybody in. You can get them all to donate really easy. Okay? Next thing. If you have a community world, spend your free daily donation on that, okay? Unless you don't care about it, unlike me, I really do care about this, then just do it. It's not gonna hurt you that much to just put it in there, okay? I get it if there's another one you love so much, there's other people who will do it, okay? Or that's when you can just donate butt coin amounts to it. But they usually have a good staff on there, and usually there won't be that many rooms, so it won't take that much to fuel it. Alright, so next thing, you see this really cool house? Don't just destroy it because you want to. Don't do it because you feel like it, alright? Let it be. If you can tag somebody, then just tag them. If it's a fighting arena, then just let them be. Either that, or, just kill them in here, or, if you have to a little bit, break it. I'm fine with that. But they're building it. Be nice, be friendly, okay? Don't be just, overly competitive, okay? If they're just gonna sit in the house, let them sit in the house. Unless they're provoking you, just let them sit in the house, okay? If you get it down to the final, few people, and, you still want to fight them, then that's fine. But just let them sit here. Let them have fun in their little house, okay? And it's not that hard. Okay, don't go taking all your little explosives and just chucking them at it, or just maybe doing a radiation bomb. Don't do that. Okay? It's really mean. Nobody likes you for it, okay? Not even people who do it themselves, okay? They don't like you for it. Okay, next thing. This is, how to properly build, okay? First of all, first thing we can see here, get some detail. Right here, you can see I'm using the half slab just to get it down lower, so it doesn't look too awkward. Heading wall, as you can see, there's a lot of decoration, good paint colors. And then third thing, as you can see, I have a frame here. I have blocks and sticks, okay? You can see that is what I'm doing, okay? It makes it look so nice, and it makes it so much easier to build too. You can also see it kind of fills in too here, because right here I have just a big block and a big square, and it just looks so nice. Second thing, usually you don't have to paint your windows, and it's probably a good idea not to, unless it fits better to paint it, okay? If you're using it to create something behind a barrier that you don't want people getting into, there's the team barriers, of course, that you just have on a team that normal players can't get, staff stuff. And there's not too much to it really. Just don't paint them unless you need to. Okay. Next thing, go all the way through with your decoration. This roof, it looks horrible still, I know, I get it, but there's not anything small enough to look good with it. So we would need just smaller ramps. And also, just make sure it's all painted. Just get all of it painted, unless the paint color you're using for something is, the default color. So this is an example of good house. This is an example of bad house. I've seen stuff like this before, a lot. It looks ugly. Just look at this. Not filled in gaps. Just stuff like this, And then if you take a look up here, the roof is made up of multiple pieces. You could condense that, okay? I get it. I use that here. That's a big block. If somebody owned that, they could use it here. But then again, look at this. What is this? They got gnomes all up in there. You can't even go in there. And also, they use the big squares to try and build a little bit with it. Of course, that was me that made this, but I'm just doing it as an example. Look, big square, big square, big square, okay? You can see one here, one here, one here. Don't. It's just horrible, okay? I would thank you if you would just please use use this kind of design compared to this, rather than just placing your blocks down. Actually get a plan for it, okay? I usually just build a lot of my houses like this, but a little bit bigger. Yeah, I built it a one segment house because look at the frame. We got one cube out of it, okay? So I'm gonna start calling segments. You guys want to use it like that? Sure, do it. Go ahead for it. But other stuff too. So I'm gonna get into it, but there's some other stuff I need y'all to see too. Alright, so now we have on the left here, we have pipes, okay? They look good for a ladder, okay? they actually do really well for it. On the right here, we have wires. Stop using wires instead of pipes. I get it. Yes, use them still, okay? They look good for tilted stuff, but stop using them for everything that could be made with a pipe. It doesn't look good. Unless what you're trying to do is, maybe have it pulsate through, okay? Like if you have hidden wire blocks all behind it, you can shove a pulser, have it run around. But other than that, don't stop. Stop doing this. Okay, I hate it. Every time I see it, people always use wires instead of pipes. Get it? That I think they're cheaper a little bit. Just stop. I know. So I know this is a really random example, but take this for example, a light up ring. Okay, it's supposed to just light them all up when you press the button. But then, it's not supposed to stay like this, okay? It's not supposed to do this like over and over again, okay? Alright? What I have done though, what I made, is I've actually properly used the wiring, okay? What I have done is I've actually used the proper wires with the proper connection spots to do this, okay? No ends left out, okay? No open ends, okay? And then it just looks so much nicer when you do it that way. Okay, I get it, random example, but just bear with me. This looks way better than this, okay? I get y'all are used to seeing that probably, but just do it this way. You had to buy some of these wires at least to get to there, okay? And also, you can't do stuff like that if you're just using these because it comes back around, okay? You don't want that, okay? Alright, so now I have some really actually useful examples. So I'm going to tackle two things with this. First of all, creating a proper loop. This right here is what I've seen a lot happen before. People will just press the button, and it just starts flashing. It just flickers a lot, like really fast, okay? Whenever you see somebody do this, it's no good. It's not going to end well, because you know what happened? It just does that. Like, you see, it's kind of flickering. It's hard to notice. It's better on my end, or like on my class. But no, stop doing this. Just don't. It pains me. I hate to see it. It hurts me. Okay. If you want to do something like that with such a small loop, do this. Okay. I get it that this looks weird, but basically I can explain it. All right. Each one of these wire segments takes about like 0.05 seconds. Okay. That's how long it takes for one of these. One of these takes 0.1 seconds, okay? I believe one of these and like these take 0.05 seconds, I believe. Because I can explain it by this. Basically, you press the button, the output comes over to here, and then it splits into here. It waits here so that this can get over here, and while that's still powered, it goes into here. But then this gets powered off, so that gets powered off. But like this and still has power coming in from there. But then the power being off finally transfers into there. But the signal has already gone out there. So now it starts to loop. And you can see here by basically just when I press this button right here. Okay, I get it. It starts a really fast loop. It makes one like that, okay? But basically all I have to do is just scoot these back, and then I take a delay, and boom, bam, done. Oh, it's that easy. That's all there is to it. And you can change the timing of it too. And this is just how you create the shortest pulse. You could change it up with like the amount of delays and stuff, but at the same time it'll take longer. And then at the same time, this over here, it can be used as like it can be used for like a good loop. If you really need it and you can't, like a lot of times it'll work as long as you have it set up properly. Okay. Yeah, that would be if you had it set up properly. Dang it. Yeah, basically what I've seen a lot of people do is they just do this on the, it'll do stuff like this, alright? it's just gonna send a small pulse down. I don't even know if you can see it very well. And I messed it up again. Because it's just how hard it is to pull off this kind of loop. It just doesn't even work that well, okay? First problem, it's a bad loop, okay? I know I said it's a good loop. I lied, alright? I wasn't thinking when I said that. Okay, next problem. This right here. Wireless stuff. You could make this so much easier with, like, just manually wiring it. Only use this when you need to get stuff across the map, or you literally can't put it into the spot that it needs to go to, alright? And if you have that problem, just move your stuff. Just move your wires around, okay? I get it. We all want complex wiring, so we can just have a wiring tool and all the wiring just goes across the map. Be that easy. Then it would remove the point for the wireless stuff and all that. Maybe we could have it in a bundle. Who knows? You know, I get it'd probably be overpowered and like everybody would buy it and everybody would complain. So maybe it could be in the, you know, premium shop, which everybody calls the secret shop. It's not a secret. But it is kind of like gone now. You need to have a stand in like a private world or community code. And yes, you can still buy the spider grapplers. They did not go away. But basically, it just when wiring, do it right, okay? Do it correctly. Next thing, if somebody places down a rare block, like for example, this App Lab trophy, or hey, guess what? Maybe, you know, the rocket ship. Don't go crazy for it, you know? Like, hey, they have, you know, this kind of hydro detector. Stop stealing it. Okay? This actually looks good. This looks cool, okay? Alright? It looks cool. It works cool. It just leave it be. Let it be part of the build. It's supposed to be there because it's supposed to be there. That's how it works, okay? Yes, I get it. It's a wild. Yes, I get it. There's griefers. They exist. Do something about it. If you can figure that out, you need a Nobel Prize or something. If you can get rid of them, that'd be amazing. And then we have the App Lab trophy, you know, it's a block. It's a trophy. There's not that much special to it. Okay, I get it. Yeah, it's rare. You have one in your private world. I don't care. I'm not going to use, I rarely ever use this block. I've just used it for showing off stuff with it. Just like how fast people flock to it. I better not hear one of you guys say flock to one in the comments. Okay. Next thing, the rocket ship. Somebody comes into your world while it's in creative, explodes it, it's gone. You report them? Well, your fault. You should have had it on private. Be careful. My next tip: if you're ever gonna edit something and you like, if you're gonna edit one of your worlds and you don't want somebody coming in there and like messing it up, and you're like in private, okay, community codes, you're screwed if you want to do something like private with it, okay? But if you're in your private and you're trying to go in creative mode and just, you know, like edit your world, and then some random person you friended comes into your world because you accidentally friended them, and then they just destroy your whole build, you know what happens now? You can't get it back because you didn't copy it. Unless you did, good for you, okay? But like, there's options to keep people out of your private world while you're in creative mode. Just do it, just please. Next thing, rarely ever use the smoke bombs. They're to be used sparingly because they can't code the frickin' smoke bombs right. Because it still leaves behind where it was, and it's useless. It does nothing. Next thing, also, stop using radiation. First of all, it gives a bad overlay. It's ugly. Nobody likes it. We don't want it, okay? Next problem, okay? These behind all these background particles, you know, stuff. It destroys pillow blocks that you place down. Okay? Also, stop using these pillow bombs. All they do is they just take up space. You're not using them in creative mode. You aren't. Okay, all you're doing is annoying people. There's no point in using them unless you are literally just trying to chuck one up into the air, okay? If you're trying to get up high, So maybe, yeah, that'll work. But we have these things called 16 by 2 wood planks, alright? These things are tall, okay? They go up real high. And first of all, they're easier to use. Second of all, they're only one block, not all of that. They don't decay. So you can have them there if you want to, or you can just take them out on your own, and you won't have to do with all this. Okay? Next thing, stop throwing a crap ton of bombs at people. Okay? Don't just go like chucking bombs at people. Don't hack them everywhere. It's not cool. Chucking bombs at people, just throwing them at everyone. It's not funny. Also, next thing, if somebody tells you to go away from their build, if you still want to see it, just look at it from afar. Okay? A lot of times people don't want you really messing with them with their build, like when they're building. So just stop. Just go away. Leave them alone. Okay? Okay, next thing also, stop sliding sleds onto people. It's like really annoying, okay? When it gets on you, it's just annoying, okay? We don't want one, okay, unless we ask. And I'm not gonna ask because I already have them. Okay. Next thing after that is, hold on. Okay, yeah. But next thing is stop taking a freeze bomb and just freezing people, okay? Like, don't keep them frozen like that, or by like basically just like, you know, taking a freeze ball, chucking at them, and then just sending them off into outer space with one of the confetti cannons, or like a butt Joe, okay? You know, just taking these and just chucking them off, okay? Also, if I'm using one of these, you know, I'm just playing music. Next thing I want y'all guys to know, yes, this works with the regular butt Joe. You can play different notes. It works like a real guitar. That's why they had such a long one of these. They would have just made it some sort of like tap thing to do. Okay. Next thing also, I bought these, but they're useless. Nobody wants to hear your voice like all high pitched or low pitched.
Like this, okay? It's annoying.
Also, by the way, this one, it doesn't really do that much. It's just a little bit annoying because it gives a bit of reverb, but it's just not that. Also, stop eating these in front of people, or like don't go up to their build and then just eat one of the orange candies and then explode their whole thing that they've made with pillows. It destroys stuff. Like, look, the rocket ship's gone. It's annoying. And then also, like, next thing, hey, look, I have sparkler. Hey, can you put it in a tank? I'm not putting it in a tank. Also, I'm not giving you a tank. The next thing, I rarely ever use a tank. Okay? It's because I have this thing called, whoa, stick drift. You know what that does? It makes it all just fly wonky. And also I have like grip sticks, so it just kind of slowly reverses. But like, look at this. I'm not even touching my joystick, and then it just flies around like this. Okay? I don't, that's why I don't use them, okay? Right. Also, stop throwing down just a crap ton of these. It's useless. And by the way, if it's something you really want to say now, just like clutter griefing at this rate, it's something that's actually starting to get on my nerves, alright? when I'm just building, and then somebody comes up to my build and chucks a pillow bomb at it, it gets everywhere and clogs up my entire build, and I can't build in it. I can't place, okay? I have to manually go ahead and just go through and just clear it all out. And you know, it's not that hard, but like, it's just annoying. Okay, so stop doing that. Stop throwing pillow bombs. I get this has been a really long video, but stick with me. Okay, stop throwing your voice decoys or body decoys at people. We don't want them, and they're useless. First of all, somebody could just take your voice decoy and put it in somewhere, you know, where you can't find it, but like people won't be able to hear you. Okay, next thing, body decoy. Nobody wants this. Like, you know, like, I get maybe it can be funny if you're just trying to, you know, like, be like, I don't want to be here, and then just run off. That's funny, okay? Or if you want to leave it somewhere and actually use it like a body decoy when playing hide and seek, do it. Just do it, okay? It's actually the only good way to really use it. But at the same time, people are gonna be able to see that it just doesn't have hands and it's just sitting there lifelessly. Okay? It's not cool. Also, next thing with these guys, stop throwing down a lot of them. The sound is annoying, and they're just really annoying when they explode on you. So stop throwing them around, because they hit people, explode, and they're just really annoying. I get it, you guys still want to do it. Yeah, it's annoying. Next thing, stop throwing a lot of these down, because they have a couple problems. First of all, you can stand on them, and if you're trying to build something, it's hard to get them out, okay? They get in everything, and they just make stuff stop working, alright? You just can't touch stuff when they're there, okay? Also, please stop taking a sled and just taking 2 hot chocolates and just chucking them at yourself, okay? Okay, I get it. Yeah, it gets you a lot of speed, but if you're gonna want to do that, just use a party cannon. First of all, it's reusable. Okay, unless you're in like, you know, play mode on a map, and yeah, it's fine, do that, but like, there's just no point in it, really. I get it, it's fun, so if you want to do it, just do it. I just personally don't prefer it or do it at all. And last thing also, this is really gonna be the last one. If I ever play something down, and you know, maybe I accidentally did that, and then you're like, oh hey, you're like with your friend like, oh hey, we should dupe this, you know, they're like, alright, bet, let's do it. And then you guys just, you know, you guys duplicate it, and then you get another one. And then, you know, it is really annoying. It annoys me a lot. But then what happens is, like, you know, you got your friend. You got your friend, and they're both like, you know, they're like, hey, we should go to the store Pepper Rose, and you guys just, you know, you guys just each grab them. But then before you guys can grab them, I just run in and take them, and you guys both get like really mad at me or something, like somebody who's had a like rocket ship or a rare block down. Don't get mad at me and go report me, or like whoever was doing it. Okay, it's their block. You guys just duplicated it. They probably didn't want that. Okay, I know personally I don't want it, and it's just good etiquette. Stop stealing people's stuff and duplicating it. Okay, so I lied. This is the real last thing. If you have a no copy sign on your map, first of all, don't make it obvious. Second of all, you don't really even need to color it. Okay? Unless, you know, you're using it just to tell people, no, you're not copying this, okay? If somebody tries to copy your map and it just says like, oh yeah, no, you can't copy it because there's no copy sign in there, don't ask them to remove it, and also don't remove it for people, okay? It's just not smart. And, the same time, if you're gonna place down one of these, stop. Don't do it really. I mean, like, you can, but like it's just annoying to have one of these placed down. And also, I know an old thing was to just like spam grab and place it down. Okay, don't ever do that. I don't want to see people doing that. It's gonna be really horrible. Okay, I keep lying. This is the actual last thing. If you vote to paste a map and people vote no, okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah, people vote no, and then it says vote can't failed to load map, or vote failed. But yeah, basically, if they vote no, don't press it again. Don't press it again. Don't press it again. Okay. Also, I give a reason to kick people for doing that because, first of all, they're actively trying to get rid of the map. Second of all, if they're trying to clear your map, that you guys have been building on for a while, okay, like they just clear your map like that in an instant, it's gone, and then they just run away. I best bet hope you're recording and that you got their username before they left, because my god, that is probably one of the easiest bannable offenses that you can catch somebody for. It happens so often, and they usually complain if they don't make it out in time and they see you report them. Okay? They just cleared your map and ran off because they wanted to get rid of it because they don't care. I don't even know how they find that fun, but they do somehow. So please have proper etiquette, be a nice person, and just, I don't know, get good, build better.